So it's pretty common of me to lose my creative momentum from time to time, and that's something that really disappoints me. On the flip side, I also get these mega urges to want to create, and along with that urge, the need to be productive explodes, and I end up thoroughly cleaning my room or sitting on my little chair and writing outlines for future videos and short films. Just recently, I was hit with one of these rushes, and I don't ever want it to go away. So we have this feeling, this urge, this fire. What do we do to keep it up? Well, we're gonna do what we like to do, create. So this might be different for you than it is for me, but to me this means picking up a camera or picking up a pen, pencil, writing out outlines, or just documenting the process of creativity, because that's what this channel's intentions are, to just follow me on the journey to climb the metaphorical mountain to the top, and maybe find others with the same path, and make something happen. So what I did upon being engulfed in this new creative rush was plan out this video. It's something to help me keep up this fire, and also kind of a guide for future me if I'm ever in a slump, to watch over and get my priorities straight, get myself going again. As I kept writing this outline out and revising it for the past day or two, I don't know how blind I had to be, but it just hit me. The best way to keep up this feeling of wanting to be productive and having this new creative rush is to just work. Do what you do, keep that up, because it feels amazing to have an idea, write it out, film it, edit that video, and upload it. So that's work we enjoy, and it adds fuel to the fire. By doing this, we know we've taken the right step, because A, we created something out of an idea just from the noggin. B, we got this much closer to our end goal, and C, we did work. It ties in with B, because it's work, but work we enjoy. And putting in that work gets us this much closer to our end goal. Okay, we get it. The first step to staying creatively productive is to work. But school just started for me, and I don't feel like I have the time to do it with all this homework, sports, clubs, extracurricular activities, and after school stuff. What do I do then? Great question. But before I get to that, let me start by saying always keep a pen or pencil with you, along with a little notepad. The reason I tell you this is because inspiration can come from anywhere, and some of the, I wouldn't say best ideas, but I mean, to me, they're the best ideas. Some of the best ideas I've had have been in school, out of nowhere, and probably taking a test, and something just hits me and I have to write it down. I look back at it later and I'm like, brilliant. I've worked on that, and it's, I don't know, something snazzy. So no matter the arts, no matter the passion, always keep a pen and pencil. You won't regret it. But back to your question, scheduling. So you say you have all these things to do and don't think you have enough time. Let's plan out our day and see where we can fit some alone creative time or collaborative, whichever you choose. I personally work best alone, but let's see where we can do some little working time. So let me fetch some paper and we'll get started. This visual I learned from Casey Neistat. He does a much better explanation of this. I will link it on the description below or on the top right of the screen. So we are going to use this little mind cart that I got from Dollar Tree as a little guide to just help us section off our days. So what we're going to do is make 24 Minecraft squares. what we're going to do right now is plan out our day, how it looks as of now. We're not going to take our part-time job into consideration. So this is just a day, a free day of mine, just a regular day. So we wake up at 9 a.m. to go do exercise. And that lasts about 2 hours because I hang around a bit and do a little extra. So that's 9 a.m. and 10. And then 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of this is free time until 7 p.m. That's when things start to slow down. And we start talking about how our day went, what happened, and just family time. So that's when we start getting together, and that's lasts until around 9-ish, 9 p.m. And after that, you would think I would sleep, but for some odd reason, I've been going to bed really late, around probably 1 or 2 for some odd reason, and it's just a bad habit that I don't want to keep continuing. So let's just say we sleep at 2 a.m. because that's been the average. It's not a good habit to practice, but it's really dumb. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is what our day looks like. I haven't filled these in for the reason of that I don't do much in that, which is what has to change. It has to. I can't be doing nothing during these hours. These could be precious working hours. So what we want is in theory to just fill all of these in for work. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are great 8 hours of work. We could film, we could write, we can design, just do what we like. And after family time, work would be optimal. So let's just toss in work. So this is what I'm supposed to be doing-ish. But I don't like this schedule. Mainly, waking up at 9 a.m. isn't the best habit I'd like to have. I'd like to get a start on my day earlier. So why don't we take this 9 a.m. off, and why don't we start doing our exercise, let's say 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is when we start our workout. So now you could say I'm copying Casey Neistat all you want, but I'd like to say that I'm just following in some of the footsteps. He has some great habits. He has amazing work habits, and it's just something I'd like to take up. So say what you want, but it works. So here we have 7 a.m. We're working at 7 to 8, and then 9 is when we're free. So then we should be working 9 to 10 to 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can move this 5 and 6. Then 7 a.m. some family time. That's when things slow down at the house. And actually, people start going to bed around 9-ish. And then right here, 10, 11, and I'm not a big fan of going to sleep late. So let's actually switch this. We could get 1 hour of working time, so that could be editing time. I'm a big fan of sleep. I need my sleep to run. So let's move this. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 a.m. is when we wake up. So we don't need a whole hour to wake up. But here is the schedule I'd like to have. And if you're wondering, why do you have so much work time? Where is all this time coming from? And in case you didn't know, in case you're new to the channel, I stopped going to school. There's a whole video about that. It's kind of annoying at this point. You can check it out. But this schedule is my full-time working schedule. My time to do camera work, my time to write out other things, and just do what I need to do to get to the top. So how did this help us? Well, you saw that our schedule was a little goofed up. We had an idea of what we wanted to do, but we weren't doing it. And with this schedule, we can set our day, we can organize our day to actually use the time to our advantage, do what we need to do throughout the day. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours of work. So there should be no excuse why we're not putting anything out, why we're not editing anything, why we're not writing anything. We have so much time to work. Now, we do have a part-time job, which will screw up this entire schedule, but that's to fund this full-time job, this aspiring full-time job, what we're chasing after. So that part-time job will play into this with, it's just funding it. Now you can try this with yourself and plan out your day, plan out what you want. So this is what I want. And with the part-time job, we'll just work around that. We won't let that be an excuse to not work that day. We will definitely have some time to do something, to put in something in there. So now we have the time to work. But what are we working towards to? You can't be successful if you don't know what you're working for. So let's clear up the field and make our goals a little more clear. So the main super duper big goal is to, one sec. These are very generalized goals, so I'm not going to go too much into depth with them. So just know that these are just super duper basic, just to save some time. So the super duper big goal that I have is to be known for a number of great films. Of course, like any great film director, you want to be known for some great stuff. And I want to have someone somewhere watch my movie because it says directed by me. I think that's something fantastic, something I've done myself and haven't been disappointed. But before we accomplish that, I would really love to open up and own a creative studio for the public. More details on that much later, but just know that this is something that I hold very close to me. So the goal before that is to make money using our craft for our craft. Quit the part-time job, make the camera the new full-time job. But before we can reach that, before we can make a lot of money out of this, we have to start local. So, stop. But before we reach this kind of goal, we have to start local. So the goal before that is to be known locally as the camera guy. So right here, the goal is to help out smaller businesses. So that's with commercials and things like that. A way we can help out the business, spread their word, and show them what they're all about through moving pictures. But before we can do this, we have to do some free work. And we may not like it because we won't get paid for it, but we have to put our work out there. Excuse the handwriting. It was an awkward angle. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some free work and put it out there to have other people see, because eventually someone's gonna see it, they're gonna like it, and they're gonna say, hey, I'll pay you this much if you do this for me. And that's where it'll start snowballing. And if your work is really good, or if it's decent, I guess, and you offer it at a reasonable price, I'm sure you'll get a lot of more customers, and you get more clients, and that could get you to here. And then once you have enough clients, that'll get you here. And then once you have all your money from all those clients, you can open up your space. And then once you open up your creative space, you have a team, you can make actual films, and we're up here. And that really drives me. This is where we start. Free work, free labor. We may not like it, but we have to do it. We have the when to do this, when to create, when to do that. We have the what we're working for, what we have to do to get what we're working for, and all we have to do is the do. That's all we have left to do. And that's where a lot of people end up failing. They don't do, and it's really disappointing. We have some amazing, smart people, we have some creative people, passionate people about their craft, but for some reason they just don't do. And I've got to be honest, I've failed to do a lot as well. It's really disappointing, but this is where it changes. You have to get rid of that ugly habit of not doing. We have wonderful ideas. We keep telling ourselves, hey, let's make a YouTube channel where it's going to be great, and like we're going to do all this and that, and then you don't do. And then once someone else has that similar idea of what you were going to do, you end up being angry at yourself because you say, hey, we had idea, we could have done that, but you're not there because you're here, and you're here because you didn't do. So please change that. Do that for you. Do that for yourself, and please do. So don't be hesitant to do. Don't be hesitant to start. Please start. Please do. Upon being engulfed in your creative rush, start taking action immediately, because you don't want that going away. We want to keep that fire going 24/7. We want to succeed in life, in our passion. We want to be paid to create. We want to be paid to paint, sculpt, play music, whatever the passion. That's what we want to do. We want to live doing what we love. All you have to do is do. Thank you.